Okay, we're unmuted. All right. Ciao. No, here you go.
Hey, Beth.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
With the tank already.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are
Hey,
you?
what's happening?
Like you're uncomfortable.
What's that?
Like you're uncomfortable. Yes, sir.
Right, yeah. I went to June. Yeah. Oh, Concho. Now I see you. I'll promote you. All right. All right. Bye. Hey, Kevin. I just promoted you to the panelist.
Unmute. And then how?
Click that.
There we go. Oh, ouch.
Kevin.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I don't know how I got maroon bells behind me for that too.
Oh, yeah.
It looks great.
It's like a chroma key thing. I don't know how it happened. Probably a picture I took. Or someone else took. I'm gonna
Who's
mute
the one
it.
that's just a phone number?
The what?
That might be me. That's Brady.
No, I see your name, Brady.
Hi, Mary.
It's the 720 number.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone sounds
Maybe.
scary, monster scary.
Kevin.
Yeah, I made it.
It's just too bright back there. There. Um,
I have a person on the attendees. Can you guys hear me from Jennifer's
Yeah.
microphone here?
Yep.
I have
Yeah.
a person that says, I am Colorado Mountain Lady. I don't know who that is.
Wouldn't be me. I would hope not.
I just promoted them to panelist.
I confess, it's me.
Colorado Mountain Lady, that's me.
no. You better shush.
Well, who is that? I am Colorado Mountain Lady.
Oh, that's just how it comes up. Colorado Mountain Lady's my, you know.
I'm just gonna sit here. If my dogs make noise, I'm muting myself.
I got that.
You guys be good.
Yeah.
What is that? Sounds like that sounds like somebody's screen door.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who is 720-795-6600?
That's
Who is
me.
what?
Say it again.
That's me, Dan Owen.
Oh, hey, Dan. Okay. Who is I am
Hello.
Colorado Mountain Lady?
Not me.
I don't know.
Not me.
It's Dan.
This is Deanne Powell.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. I just have the Zoom set up to automatically mute, and I couldn't get it to undo when you asked a minute ago.
Okay. I'm gonna, unless you have a question or something else for the Parks Board, I'm gonna put you back as attendee. Is that all right?
I think it's all right. I just want to hear what you're going to talk about Strauss Park.
Oh. Okay. Well, you can certainly listen to it, sure. There's really not much to say. But
If it's anything that needs a comment, I would gladly comment.
okay.
You ready? Yep.
You bet, Steve.
Okay. Parks and Recreation Commission, Town of Georgetown, regular scheduled meeting Thursday, August 6, 2020, 6 p.m. The virtual meeting due to COVID-19. Notice an agenda for regular meeting. This meeting is by conference call only. The town hall will not be open to the public for this meeting. Parks and Recreation Commission will attend the meeting electronically as permitted by the open meeting law 24-6-402 1B. Meetings can be watched live via www.townofgeorgetown.us. Go to government, then recordings of meetings. These meetings are also archived on the website. If you'd like to leave a comment, please call 303-569-2555, extension 2, or email town clerk at townofgeorgetown and we will give you details regarding the meeting. Call to order. Roll call. Steve Calavani, here. Tom. Beth.
Here.
Daniel.
Here.
Brady.
Here.
Angel.
Who?
Two. Angel.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Here.
Rob.
Here.
And Mary, the attendee, alternate.
Mary is here.
Mary. All right, agenda approval.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
I want to add a couple things, but we might be able to just do it during just general park discussion. So
Okay. So all in favor of the agenda approval?
second, aye.
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 Okay,
second.
who, I needed a second. Okay, Beth, thank you.
Minutes approval, June 4, 2020 minutes.
I'll move to approve the minutes of June 4th, 2020 as presented.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Audience business. Members of the audience will have 5 minutes to present any matter of concern to the commission. No official action will be taken at this time. Those viewing on television may phone in comments to 303-569-2555, extension 7. Old new business. Parks Tech report, Kevin.
It's been a busy summer. Pretty much more than half my day is picking trash and watering flowers and taking care of 6th Street. I managed to fix the fence over there at Worland Park where we smashed it. And I pulled all the weeds going down Argentine in the rock bed. And I got Strauss Park looking really good.
Nice.
Other than it's just a busy summer.
Do you need help from Road and Bridge?
Pardon me?
Do you need help from Road and Bridge?
Well, just on the weekends, but I've been doing most of the weekends, but it's kind of tough because they don't like helping either. I don't blame them. But summer's on, so we'll be all right.
They're doing their job, aren't they?
Yeah, they have their work to do, so pretty much just when I need a weekend off is when I need their help.
Yeah.
I've been trying to cover most of the weekends. I've only missed a couple of weekends. But I think Kent got this all situated, I think, right, Kent?
Hey, did you buy your bush hog?
My Bashan?
Your
Bush hog,
big-
get one. I've been using the lawnmower. Oh yeah, and I mowed down Argentine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need the bush hog, but I'm not real sure if you guys have that in your budget with this COVID thing going on.
Well, our budget says we have $140,000 left. Is
Doing
that
good.
not right?
Kent, you better give me that bush hog. I did get numbers on it.
How much?
A post hole digger and brush, but we haven't purchased nothing yet. I'll get with it next week if he wants to go ahead and do that.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think everything should be all right.
Okay.
Anything, guys?
No, I think everything looks good.
It does
Cool.
look good. Hey, Kent, what do you think about a couple of bear-proof trash cans along the lake in the property that we retained next to the development?
Oh, yeah, once that trail's back there, more formally, yes, it does need trash cans along there, absolutely.
Yeah. I was just thinking maybe at the hot spots, like near the pier.
The dock, yeah.
Yeah. And we've got one near the footbridge. I'm just thinking about where people are accessing the area down there and leaving a bunch of stuff. So,
Put one down there. Also saw that orange fence down there by the room too.
okay.
Yeah, he removed the orange fence around the southeast part of the lagoon, basically from the pedestrian bridge over to where the dredging project occurred. And the vegetation has come back really nice in that area. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. And the willows are really starting to grow there as
Yeah, it
well.
looks,
So,
and the ducks are back.
Oh,
Those ducks are geese.
Well, there's both.
Both, huh?
Yeah, she's got babies.
oh.
Yeah,
Both.
yeah.
I got a question for Kevin.
Ask.
I know you're busy, Kevin, and I'd be willing to volunteer some time if we could get a chipper down to Greenway Park and possibly process that pile of slush that's been sitting in the middle of the park for a while, just to sort of clean it up.
So Beth has this guy that wants to do community service with me, and but he can only do it on weekends. So
Okay.
my plan is to work next weekend and take a guy down there with me
Awesome. That'd be amazing, bud.
in a week, this
Yeah.
maybe Friday, and I'll
Great.
use that
Yeah.
app to help me out.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. I was thinking about if we could organize maybe a work day down there.
Yep.
Even if it's just a half day and I can get the chipper from the county.
Yep.
And we can bring it down there and we can do more than just that pile. We can kind of thin out all the overgrowth on the trails and just shred everything at once. If you
Okay.
guys are up for that.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds great to me.
Yeah.
Oh, we got maybe weekend be good. Not. Yeah, next week. Good for me.
When
do
when is your guy coming?
Well, he told me to notify him when I can work the weekend. So next weekend's would be the best weekend for me.
Okay.
Do it, and I could do the whole weekend next.
Do you guys feel like a Saturday morning or something from, I don't know, like 9 to 1 or something like that, so you don't give up your whole weekend? Or
Yeah,
8?
I'd have to double check, but I think that works for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, clock's good next weekend. Give me time to get my stuff done.
What date? Can you look up a date?
Let's see,
I want to say it's the 14th or the week 14th or 15th.
the 15th. So it'll be on the 15th. And I mean, is 9 early enough? Do you want it earlier? Do you want it like 8:30 or 8 or?
9's good. I have other things I have to do in the morning too. So
Okay.
9's good.
Okay. All right. I can get arrangements for the chipper if you can go get it and tow it, because I did a horrible job of trying to tow something. So
But the chip stuff, the recycle plant. Waste
You're
management,
good at towing.
what'd you say, Kevin?
looking for a chipper down there at the transfer station.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I could get it. I'll go get it. I'll get it. Get it if you can arrange. I'll go get it Friday, so we have it Saturday. All
Okay.
right.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Strauss Park update. Anything new, Kent?
The one thing that should be mentioned, I've been asking, or we've been waiting to do anything more regarding Strauss Park as far as developing the plans. We didn't go ahead with the contract to develop the construction plans. DRC they have some more questions, but the construction plans need to be drawn up before those questions can be answered. And we had held off because we didn't know how the sales tax was occurring this year. And actually, we just got our sales tax for June. And it's actually at a pretty good pace. So our sales tax for the year, actually, we're just barely below. I think we actually, because we got some delinquent taxes with sales taxes in as well in an earlier month, that we might actually be right at the same or within a few percent of our totals of last year.
That's
So
awesome.
I think we can go ahead, and Lynette had wanted me to wait, the police judge had wanted me to wait until we got June sales tax figures in order to go ahead with those, get authorization with that contract to develop the construction plan so we can start answering some more questions for the DRC. It doesn't mean the plans are absolutely finalized yet, but that's the next step, and that's a pretty big step. But I think we're going to have sales tax as long as it stays halfway normal for the rest of the year, which with this thing, who knows?
Wow.
But I think we're going to have enough clearance in order to go ahead and authorize and get those construction plans done, so that next year, once all the approvals occur, then we could actually go ahead and do the plans for Strauss. I mean, go ahead and do the project for Strauss Park. There's
How
no
long
chance
the-
of doing it this year, but
Yeah. How long will the plans take?
probably around 3 months worth, maybe
Okay.
2 to 3 months. I'm not sure regarding the time frame, Steve. So
Okay.
I shouldn't even say that, but that's my guess.
Exciting, that's good.
But the contract is, it's between 40 and 50 for that contract, for the design, for the construction plans and the engineers that they have to get involved with that. So, but now that the sales tax figures, and they just came in today, I wasn't here today, but came in for the meeting tonight. But I think we can go ahead and ask that of the Board of Selectmen to go ahead and authorize that contract and get that done here in the fall. So that it'll
Great.
be work over, and we can be planning for that for next year. So-
And not to be an overachiever, but so there's no way we could start any construction this year? Is that because the dollars aren't there, or what is that?
No, I mean, if we're gonna start construction, we need to start it earlier in the year.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna start a Strauss Park project in October because there's no
Want to
way.
start it like March or April, right?
Yeah, I want to make sure that it's absolutely done and ready to go for Christmas market. I don't want to have any chance of
Oh, yeah. Okay.
interfering with Christmas market.
Nope,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That's cool.
That's good
So-
news.
Yeah.
That's the plans with Strauss Park. There's still a ways to go. I know there was someone a resident that was concerned about the Strauss Park plans, but there's still more to go. And really the next step is that drawing up those construction plans.
Okay.
And then there'll be some more discussion to get the approvals done. So there'll still be public input and stuff at that point. So.
Cool.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Ken. How about the master plan?
I'd asked Mark to come on the call, but I don't see that he's made it to the call. So Mark Wilcox sees, they had wanted us to get started on this as a result of the surveys and get started on the master plan. So I may ask you guys if it's too long until the next meeting, if there would be another time we can meet briefly just on the master plan and to allow them to get started on their stuff with it. So,
Yeah, we could pick another date.
if I ask you towards the end of the month, and then they can get going, or towards
Okay.
another week or two.
Okay.
And Steve, I think we're looking at that already because we have to submit our budget by August 21st. So I think we're looking at a special meeting this month anyway.
Okay.
So,
What week are you thinking?
not during the week next week. I'm gone, but I'm back for the cleanup day at Greenway Park, and anytime after that.
Yeah, I could probably do it the week of the 17th.
Okay.
I'm taking a few days off for the next week. All right. We could throw it out there. Like the 20th?
Yeah, I can do that.
It's a Saturday or Wednesday, I'm sorry.
There's Thursday.
A Thursday. It's a Thursday.
Yeah. What time do you want to meet? Like 5:30 or 6 or something?
So the same thing we're doing now. We do a Zoom meeting or in the park.
Okay.
It'd be nice to meet in person.
Yeah.
We can meet under the gazebo.
We can meet at two ends of the park and go Red Rover, someone come on over.
Where's Rover?
Or we can meet at the gazebo at the Cabin Creek Brewery.
Cabin Creek Brewery is even better.
Speaking my language.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Maybe 6 o'clock at Cabin Creek?
Yep. I'll call Craig and let him know.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he's in Oregon right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Free beer.
Right, at least a good discount.
Yeah.
I'll bring my
Oh,
mug.
Craig didn't tell you?
Sounds good.
All right, I put this in there, Kent, just how we doing with COVID-19 in town?
We're doing okay. I've had some inquiries on different things at the parks, but nothing too pressing. We are getting tremendous usage at the lake.
Yeah.
That's pretty busy.
Lots of people there on the weekends. The police keep mentioning it. But there's not a really good way to disperse or try to keep people separated. But other than that, really haven't had too many concerns raised. Do have every once in a while somebody complain about people that are using the park that are not masked up or other things, but that's an infrequent basis. So,
Is there a full-time mask ordinance in town?
the county is passed one, but it's regarding outside just as long as you're not in groups.
Okay,
But I mean, if you're in a close together in a group, you should be masked up. But the enforcement of that is, various. So.
okay.
I was wondering, that lake's so busy. How come we don't charge a lake fee?
We don't have a good method for charging a lake fee. I've started to bring it up with the different members of the Board of Selectmen. And
Maybe some organized parking permits or something like that.
a parking fee probably would work better than a,
Yeah.
Were we gonna
late
put
fee.
donation boxes out there or donation?
yeah, we were, yes.
That might help.
Well, that lake is really super busy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How's it? Is it busy during the week too?
Not as.
Not as.
So busy. Yeah, it's busy this week.
I would say, I mean, Mary and I walk it every morning, and I would say that we probably see 5 to 10 fishermen every morning at like 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
So I don't know. Mary, you go sometimes later, so you might see more people at a different time.
Yeah, it's busy consistently every day of the week, but a lot busier on the weekend for sure.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Mark here, DHM. Sorry I was late. I just saw the invite and joined. I just worked with the town of Lyons to install something like this. They've got an automated credit card reader for parking permits in all their public lands. And it works super well.
Love it. We'd love to see that template. Do they have like a report or anything, a white paper that they did on that you could share?
I can ask. Let me
That'd be
ask
awesome.
them to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just
What if you
installed
do-
them like last year.
It's similar to Idaho Springs, where the company comes in and puts in the kiosks, all card reader. You put in your license plate, and then they pay for the person to do the enforcement of going around.
Yeah.
And then they only take a portion, I think it was 50-50 on the proceeds.
Yeah.
And we'll see more people parking on the street on frontage road.
Well, that all would have to be marked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still would have to pay.
I know we've talked a lot in the past about doing some organized parking down there, just because it gets kind of crazy, because one person parks wrong or bad and everybody parks bad. So,
yeah.
But I think as we go through the master plan, maybe we could look at some parking design for the area and, to, make it as efficient as possible.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yep, definitely. Sorry, I was just writing some notes here. Yeah, this is down there at the lake, right? So maybe
Yeah.
doing some optimized parking, because right now it's not striped or anything, is it?
Right.
No.
It's just gravel. Yeah.
The free for all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, like the town of Lyons, they do all their parking is gravel as well. And they put timbers in the parking lot to delineate the spaces, and the accessible spaces are concrete.
Oh,
And that
okay.
seems to work well, but the timbers get beat up over time and
Yeah, I'm sure.
need a little maintenance.
We have a steady supply of timbers. There's a giant pile of dead timbers up at the train that I'm sure they'd love to get rid of.
Good use for them.
Yeah.
You want to add anything, Mark, on the
Master plan?
master plan?
Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen the latest surveys. I can share my screen here. Let's see. Can everyone see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the latest as of July 14th. We've had 68 responses, and we can just scroll through these to summarize the responses to date. But you can see most of the responses are from full-time residences, some part-time, and actually a few visitors, 8.83%. 6 responses were visitors. I'm not sure the demographics on those 6 responses, on how they even received the survey to begin with, but
Yeah.
but they must have found it online, or maybe forwarded it from somebody who lives there who had interest.
And we handed out some hard copies too. So.
Okay. And this includes the hard copies that Kent sent me.
Okay.
And then how often do you use the parks? Quite a few. A third use them daily, probably another third weekly, and then another third occasionally. Occasionally being probably, once a month or so, something like that on special occasions.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
And then we start getting to more of the stats right here as you see. What do you like to do at the lake? most are walking. 90, almost 96% people like to walk and hike around the lake. Very important for the community. Some picnicking, as you see, 8 responses for picnicking. Fishing, 28%, almost 28%. Special town events, 35%. General recreation, 29%. Other, and you can see the other listed down below. There's some kayakers, road bikers, pickup lake users trash.
Yeah.
They walk the dogs. Would love to see ADA for the trails around the lake. Kayaking again, and paddleboarding. Do you see a lot of flat water recreation on the lake?
I saw this guy, Steve, and his wife paddleboarding out there one time.
We'll be out there Sunday if it's nice. If you go early, it's nice and it's like glass. It's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah. Nice. Ice skating. Maybe a charge. Isn't the warming hut there? Is that doesn't have ice skate rentals, does it? In the winter?
No, it's empty.
Yeah. Maybe that's an option. I mean, you would have to probably grim the ice
Zamboni.
if that were the case.
Yeah. We usually just do our little ice rink at Worland Park
Yeah.
so that we can manage it a little better. Steve, you did kind of a study of the ice surface last winter, right?
Yeah, I did it down the other end.
Okay.
And, you know, where the river comes in right on the small side. And it's just it was pretty windy. So it gets pretty blown. Ice gets pretty blown down there.
Oh.
Because of the wind. So you would need some wind breaks or something to use that. It'd be nice, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought about that instead of putting the ice skating rink in the dog park. But I think it'd be hard to manage down there.
Beth, don't you have like a little Bambino?
Yeah, well, we have it's like a kind of push-pull miniature Zamboni that we use to just kind of glaze the ice. And Kevin is gracious enough to help us with that.
Well, I was wondering, could that be used at the lake?
Down there. That's the reason.
What was that, Steve?
I said it's not very protected.
Right. Yeah. I don't know that it's efficient enough, Rob. It's pretty small. I think for that kind of impact that our lake takes, that you'd need a real Zamboni, like a big giant machine. Because the one we have is really small. It's, it barely gets the job done on our rink.
I talked to the town of Silverthorne about this several years ago because they were considering it for one of their ponds that they have ice skate rentals, and they said that they looked into it, but I think it's Breckenridge. Every year they get their Zamboni stuck in the shoulder months in the spring when the ice starts to thin, and so every year they have to try to pull it out, and it becomes very challenging.
God.
Yeah, so they
went
decided
through the ice in Evergreen.
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
Somebody went through the ice in Evergreen. The guy died.
That's
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
Oh, that's horrible.
I don't want to do that.
No, you're not doing that, Kevin. You're not allowed.
Or let's take out a life insurance policy. Sure, Kevin, it's safe.
Cool.
Relaxation. So there's others that like to just come out and just enjoy the views, it sounds like, and maybe walk and just hang out. I could see that.
Yeah.
And then a couple more paddle boarding, kayaking, canoeing. It's a lot of flat water recreation. I could see that.
Yeah.
The idea that was at the elementary school, Mark, by one of the kids of having a playground by the warming hut, I
Yeah.
really like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a pirate ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's what they said. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see a lot of kids, they're so bored, they like the intrigue of maybe casting a few lines and then they're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have something for them there.
They even mentioned, I think, a zip line too, right there. They wanted a zip line across the lake.
No zip line.
So, yeah, I don't think town insurance would cover that.
Awesome. All right.
But there's options to do, you know, one on land, a small one
Yeah.
that a lot of these playground suppliers can provide that are really nice.
Those are cool.
Yeah. So which of the following would you like to see at Georgetown Lake? Formal picnic sites was high, you know, playground, 20.6%. Zip line, not as much by the survey responders, but I would say if you were asked the kids, that would be 100%.
Yeah.
Same thing with the swings. Boardwalk overlook along the lake perimeter. There's a couple areas we talked about that behind the viewing
Oh, yeah.
platform
hmm
to keep it out of the parking lot and kind of put it in the back there. Could be really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And then very high percent on continuous trail loop around the lake. I think that's right there where it kind of gets a little disconnected.
Yeah, in the parking areas.
Yeah.
Yep.
So real desire for that. 20, almost 24% for renovating the wildlife viewing hut. 28.57 for upgrading the warming hut. So a good response on that. Yeah. Is the warming hut's not highly utilized right now, is it?
It's a nice windbreak.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people tuck in there, and we've got that little, I don't know, is it just like a wood stove or something? But we never use it. And I don't know if we'd be allowed to use it when there's not a fire ban, like in the winter. But, you know, that would be a great little hangout.
Yeah, maybe even an outdoor fire pit that
Yeah.
has a nice seating area outside the warming hut
Yeah.
that you can sit around. Is there normally a wood burning ban in Georgetown sometimes in the summer months
Every summer.
or any of the seasons? Winter, no?
We don't do that, do we, Kent? Oh, you're on mute. Yeah.
Not generally in the winter,
Yeah.
but pretty much anymore, there's a fire ban in the summer.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Another option would be looking at gas for the fireplace.
Yeah.
That way it's easier controlled.
Can we
You
put it
wouldn't
on a
have
timer?
Yeah, the way I've heard it explained by other municipalities is not so much a timer, but they want to have eyes on it for when it goes on. That way there's not, you know, kids playing on it by accident, all of a sudden it goes on.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't have such a remote starter that you can't see it ignite. You want to be able to have eyes on it when it starts.
Okay.
That was just a concern from a safety standpoint.
Okay.
But you have a timer to turn it off for sure.
Yeah.
It's just the turning on part is a little concern. Others. So a resident car sticker area for parking. I'm assuming that's just because there's limited parking, and if you're a resident of Georgetown, then, you know, special priority.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would do that.
You know.
There's just limited parking down there.
Yeah. Continuous trail around the lake and lagoon. Oh, please, no zip line. Continued path around lagoon. Interesting. And that was not only not for it, but clearly against it.
The restriction.
I think they're probably thinking these adventure parks that have the big zip lines along the lake or across it, but not like a small one within a kids area.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of envisioning we'd have this kids area off of the warming hut. That's, you know, playground, you know, picnic area, maybe in a zip line within the playground that goes 50, 60 feet.
That might be fine.
Yeah. Well-defined and marked paid parking helped finance employees' income for maintenance as well as general upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
HUD is rarely used income-producing retail space rent into the general fund. increase town income. Almost like a concessionaire type of a service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could be town owned, but then leased out to different businesses. Paddle boats, canoes available for rent.
I think, paddle boats and canoes, huh?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna do paddleboard and kayak rentals.
Yeah.
Cabin Creek.
Yeah, huh. I don't really think about that. Paddle boats, you would have to have its own pier or dock system that they would dock up against. And then you would pay so much per half hour or hour
Yeah.
to paddle around the lake.
Would that lake be safe enough to put paddle boats on with all that we get?
Depends on the day. You might have to have those like surfing flags, you know, if it's a red flag day, you can't go out on the water, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd hate to get stuck out there if the wind picked up, but that could be
Yeah.
anywhere.
Sometimes it'd be calm, and then 5 minutes later it's windy, and you just don't know if it's up like that.
Oh. Yeah, so maybe not with the paddle boats.
If it's
Even with,
weather, just play the theme song to the Gilligan's Island.
Put them on the lagoon side, the paddle boats, though.
Yeah.
The lagoon side's not so choppy.
Yeah.
repair the handicap fishing pier correctly.
Done.
Is it not in good condition right now?
No, we just fixed it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
Well,
good.
they need
still
to,
tilted?
we're still having Tim Davis come and cut the piers.
Oh,
He
to
keeps putting me off.
level
He
it?
hasn't done it as yet.
Oh,
Is that to level it, Kent?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that more visitors use the lake. Just a comment. More visitors than residents. I do not think the investment in anything but picnic tables is worthwhile. The visitors to the lake contribute very little to the sales tax base.
yeah, we hear that.
Is the common perception that this is a visitor's lake, not so much a town lake?
I don't think so anymore. I mean, since we put that trail in around the lake, I see a ton of locals down there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Beth.
yeah.
I
Okay.
think it also depends on the season.
Hmm.
More locals use it different parts of the year, so.
Okay. Lake to be left alone, keep it natural. We're wheelchair accessible activities, please. Docks, skate park, interesting.
We got a
Well, you
place
have
for
a-
a skate park.
Yeah. We're gonna look at the other site for the skate park. Beach dock for canoes and paddle boards.
Interesting.
It
There's
would be
really
nice
not,
to have a spot where it's just to, I guess they already have that though, to bring your boat in or paddleboard in. We have that already, don't we?
Well, we've got the put in over where the ice racers enter. And Kent, there's kind of a beach now on that southeast part of the lagoon. There's a nice beach area there. And then I thought our docks that we just put in, the floating docks, I thought they had a access where you could, at the end there, open the gate and you could put in directly in the water. I mean, I don't know that I would do that, but
Yeah, they're there. I wouldn't use it that way.
I put in right by Cabin Creek. That
Yeah.
little beach.
cool.
And you duck and go under the dock, under the bridge.
Yeah.
Kevin, have you seen anywhere else where people put in it?
Yeah, right along, I forgot the name, just right in front of Cotton Street, that street there, right there by that trash can. On the other side, in the lake, they use that area there to put in, right there by the bridge.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
They like to put them in there.
cool.
All right.
Okay.
I see you writing notes, Mark.
Yeah, I want to make sure I remember this, and then Kent, I might need some clarification on where these locations are exactly, and we can integrate those into the plan. Because it sounds like it's more beach access or boat put-ins than it is formal piers and
Mhm.
docks. Other questions? So better ice skating area at the lake. So it sounds like we may not look at that and keep it at Whirland just because of the complexities with doing a skating area. Charge usage fee for use of lake recreation. Out-of-town usage needs to share the cost to maintain, update, and share the cost to continue to provide services like trash removal, toilet paper, water, wastewater staff. And that could be part of the parking permit
Yeah.
charge to help offset the maintenance cost. The challenge with that is always the enforcement.
Yep.
And but there's ways to work. I know like Lions, because they do a very similar program. They just have I think some retirees in the town go around part-time in the summer months, the high peak uses when people are using the St. Vrain, and they just go around checking vehicles. Part-time, I think 2 guys share the job between the two. They put maybe 40 hours in.
We could deputize Kevin.
Yeah.
Give him a gun.
And then overwhelmingly, 89% want a restroom at Georgetown Lake.
Well, we just got a quote to fix the current restrooms at the warming hut. Over 20 grand from one company. I'm waiting for the other company, so
Holy
Wow.
crap. What's
Yeah.
wrong?
a lot of things. So
20 grand would get us a grant match.
from who?
Well, put it in there to GoCo and rebuild that whole warming hut area.
Yep.
So I don't know, that's out there.
That's a good point, Beth. I mean, with the grant cycle coming up here this fall, you know, the 20, what do they require? 20% leverage match?
Yeah, it's about 25 to 30, but only a portion. I think it's minimum 10% has to be cash and the rest can be in kind or something like that. So,
Yeah,
but all right.
that'd be great to leverage that.
Yeah.
So that's Georgetown Lake. And then we have Meadow Park here. What do you like to do at Meadow Park? Basketball, 32%, tennis, 38%, 19 responses. General recreation, picnicking, and then other was high, other being 30%. And then you can see the other below.
Pickleball and skate park.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised to see that basketball was so high.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But you can see skate park is listed quite a bit in the others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Interesting.
Pickleball's noted once, twice.
Oh yeah, pickleball, right.
Fun.
Interesting.
We have it, don't we?
3 times.
It's at the tennis court.
Yeah, in the tennis court.
Yeah.
Is it striped for both tennis and pickleball? I
Yeah.
can't recall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
there you go. They have it. Community garden.
We have one. No, we don't. We got a,
Yeah. Interesting.
Is there interest to have a community garden? Have you heard from others?
There was a few years ago, and we were looking at the basketball court behind the elementary school. And I think it was just kind of complicated working with the school district. And so I haven't heard that much about it in a while. So nobody's mentioned it to me.
Yeah. Those are tough because you really need a good 10 or so people interested in upkeeping it and maintaining it and being a part of the garden. Otherwise, it just, people abandon their plots really quick. And it just doesn't upkeep as well. But there's a good group that's interested then for sure. But then you're looking at, I can't remember how many square feet you would consider, but it'd be, probably 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. Do we want to consider that or no at this time? I'm concerned with everything else we're trying to put in there with the skate park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have
Area.
room for one there.
Not just that, but it needs what you said, Mark. It needs about 8 or 10 champions, and we don't really have that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, skate park and little picnic area would be great.
Okay. And maybe, I know there was some comments about some rock climbing or other climbing features there. And we have the big wall coming off of the street up above and having direct access.
I know when we did the design for the skate park a while back, we were using that decline from Main Street to the basketball court to be part of the skate park bowl.
Right.
And so I mean, that design we had, and I'm not saying we have to stick with that. I'm totally open to a new design or whatever. But it was really trying to take advantage of the topography and maybe save a little bit of money on concrete. So just an idea.
Right, and those designs can be worked out. I'm finding that, the smaller size, probably this size is, I just had one built and it was about $250,000. And that was more of a street course like this one would be, but we've got a drop in bowl that we were talking about. So who knows?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of people don't use it who commented. It's kind of one of those hidden jewels in the quiet neighborhood in that district.
Yeah.
So really people come there for tennis and basketball. Safe and accessible for all with easy walking trails, sidewalks, lighting, mixed use basketball.
We're gonna lose the basketball with the skate park, right?
Right.
Is there people play tennis
Could
there all
you
the time?
incorporate a half court?
What's that?
Could you incorporate a half court? Because people still want to play basketball.
Yeah. I think there is room to do that.
6'5" guy.
Just depends on the size of the skate park. And
Yeah.
Right.
there's the area on the south side of the basketball court that's pretty level that it could be extended out. So
Yeah.
Just a half
depends.
court one basket would be nice.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we'll look at that, see what we can do to put that in there.
Okay.
I know the town-owned property line, there's some room to the other side of the tennis court.
Right.
I also know that the individual who lives right next to it uses the town property to access his property, almost like an informal driveway.
That's why I want to do a survey of all of our parks.
That's why we're gonna have his house burned.
Okay,
Yeah, you want to be on record?
All right. What's the next question?
Which of the following would you like to see considered? Skate park, children's park, playground, hill slide, shade shelters, big one, and pickleball. Important. Skate park, you can see the percentages here, and then other. So a restroom,
Yeah.
keep the basketball court as multi-use. Quiet neighborhood, put that kid stuff in District 1.
Rob, did you write that?
Full court basketball.
Yeah. Interesting. What's interesting is your next question.
Right. It's
50-50 about.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I just never see people use the full court for basketball.
Yeah.
I use,
I think if we
once
do
in a
a
while,
half
people
court
using
and
the half
skate
court.
park, that'd be nice.
Nobody sees the Nuggets practicing.
What was that, Steve?
If we just have the one basket, you know,
Yeah.
half court and then a skate park, that'd be great.
Do you see a lot of, are there a lot of games on the court, or are they just kind of shooting ball
I never
and?
seen anybody play there.
Yeah, just shooting around. I haven't seen anybody play basketball. I used to live right next to it.
Okay.
As soon as there's a basket you can get out and shoot, be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is the list of items, number 9 from the Georgetown Youth that came out of the time that we met with them. And you can see the responses that if this is what we heard from the youth, what would you like to see considered? Fairly positive. The big ones are climbing structures, tree forts, and a skate park, and nature-based play.
Cool.
Nice.
Just interesting to see that data.
Yeah.
And nature play could be anything from, you know, fallen logs that are positioned in places that kids can climb and crawl on, or log steppers along borders and edges,
Yep.
things like that.
Cool.
And then other multi-tiered play. Define what that is. Is that like Foster's Place?
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see climbing structures, the graph climbing structures is the high number 1.
I'm just reading the responses.
Oh yeah.
I keep seeing sledding. There's really not a place to go sledding in town, is there?
My house.
9th Street.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's like suicide.
We don't want them here.
There's your District 1 kid fun.
I know. I see that guy. Yeah.
There's
Ebony's-
something in Argentine.
What's next? Greenway?
Yep. Next is Pizza Park, the Lagoon, and the Greenway.
All right.
So similar questions to establish demographics, you know, with 56 responses for this one. So a few less. I think this came out earlier, and so maybe didn't get as much, but still pretty good responses. Mainly full-time residents, a few part-time, and a few visitors. A lot of people use, you know, 34% use these parks daily, weekly and occasionally. So it's a good mix, almost a third each. Pizza Park. Looks like hiking, 29%, picnicking mainly, 60%, shade structures, and improved parking.
No doubt.
Yeah, so the picnic area would be great for Pizza Park.
Yeah. Name change. Porta potty, Starbucks.
Mhm.
Overnight camping. Has that been considered for the town to allow for overnight camping within town limits?
We talked about it one time down by the warming hut, but it was very small. It was only, I think, like 8 pull-through spots, but that's been a while ago.
Yeah. Another way to make revenue, but then you would have to have somebody enforce it, maybe like a park host or something.
Mhm.
And I would think you would want more than just a couple spaces.
Right. It's a big old piece of property though.
Yeah. A lot of it's within CDOT right away though.
Yeah.
That pizza.
Yeah. But you know, we at the county, we do a lot of special permits with CDOT to use
Yeah.
a lot of their right of way for recreation use. So I feel like the door is open, you know, if you want to talk about something there. I mean, I can't speak for CDOT or the town, but we've made a lot of progress with them along the river, all the way across the county.
Okay. Yeah, I figured there would be some passive uses that would be allowable. I just wasn't sure about things like camping or programmed use, but maybe.
Okay.
Visitor center extension type of an area, shade shelters, if they don't blow away or need tons of care. Skate park, full hookup RV parking.
Wow. Yep.
And then you have the opposite, do not overbuild activities in our residential area.
I wouldn't consider that residential.
Yeah, that's more the commercial. I'm wondering if they got confused with these comments, that this was probably talking about the Southeast Lagoon,
Oh, yeah.
because they're talking about river access, install boulder
Yeah,
system.
it could be.
Yeah. Okay. There
Southeast
could-
Lagoon.
So the lagoon, new park at the Southeast Lagoon, formal picnic 28%, playgrounds 14, boardwalk 48, continuous trail loop around the lagoon, and ecological restoration.
That
Very
can
important.
happen, right? Continuous. Beth,
What's up?
we could do continuous around that.
Yeah, I know Kent wants to take that on.
I think there needs to be a trail from the pedestrian bridge to this area that is identified here,
Yeah,
to that
Yes.
beach access sort
I
of
agree.
trail.
Absolutely.
But from there up to 22nd Street, no, I'm not taking that on right now.
That's a hot mess right there.
People are tense
What
enough
rock
as
we
it
talking
is.
about?
I don't need to take that on.
You'd have to get easements, wouldn't you negotiate easements or worse?
Yeah, that would
I
never
think
happen.
we have it.
They can walk along Clear Creek Drive. It's not going to be next to
Yeah.
the lagoon.
I like the ecological restoration, habitat improvements.
I really pictured kind of an evergreen lake thing with a boardwalk pier. through.
Boardwalks, yeah, make it kind of natural in there. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wildlife in that area, you know, just with the ducks, the geese, the muskrat. Now the eagle is there every day. So I don't know. It's kind
And
of
we're,
cool.
we are doing a beach area there, right? We talked about?
It is there.
Yep.
Okay. So that'd be nice where you can put your paddleboard in,
Yeah.
parking down there.
Yep.
It depends on the level of the lagoon or the lake, obviously. But
Yeah, because
The
that
beach
that
is there.
fluctuates, right?
yes,
Okay.
I
Pizza.
would do a river surf feature if the water wasn't so cold.
Pizza Park.
Okay.
All right, what's next?
Do not make this everyone's personal playground for outsiders to invade. Love to see more parking though. On the busy weekends, people park all around our house, making it difficult. Bike skills area. And then others are purely leave it alone.
Interesting.
I think the concept with some boardwalks and natural restoration for people to enjoy and just kind of view, and then maintain the beach area might be that
Yeah.
light touch that's acceptable.
It's
That'd
cool.
be nice. That'd be nice.
And then, which of the following would you like to see at Greenway Park and Trail? Trail improvements is the high one. Bike skills area.
Thought of that, yep.
Improved creek access was pretty high.
Yep.
So all these.
Ew.
Whoops.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm missing a page of this or what, but that's the last page I have in this
Good.
PDF.
I know it smells. I know it does.
Good.
You're good.
It's good information.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bike skill area. That'd be nice there.
Pump track.
Yep.
Yeah.
That could use a little bit of clearing. Right now, it's kind of everything I've heard from people I've talked to. It's unsafe. You can't see in there.
Yeah,
And-
it's pretty, it needs to be
We're
cleared.
working on it.
Yeah. Set a work day for next week.
Yeah, there might have
Nice.
been a trail ferry out there doing some work.
Outstanding.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Yeah. So it
Thanks.
sounds like now we've got some good information from the community that we can work with and start drafting up some master plans.
That'd be great.
Start
Yeah.
continuing with
I
this.
don't know.
Awesome.
Looks like he's given up a lot of his.
Excellent.
So let's talk, Mark, and offline about the next steps and the next time you present to the park board on the real meat of the master plan.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
All right.
Take care, Mark.
If there's nothing else, we will talk soon. All
All right. Take care.
right. Bye.
Thanks again.
I just put the town cleanup day recap in there. I thought it went well. Dumpsters filled up pretty quick.
Yep.
Like having the low ones, much easier to get trash in the low ones. What do we have total? 5? Or I think he took one away and we ended up with 6.
Yeah. We had 6.
Yeah. Thought it went well.
Yeah. That was great. So,
We gonna ever think about doing something like get more town involvement and do a cookout or something like that going on? I don't know. We talked about it one time, or somebody mentioned it. They do it in Silverthorne.
oh, really?
Do a big cookout and
Wow.
make a big deal about it, and more of the town gets involved. I don't know. We
Yeah.
can talk about it next year.
Yeah.
Kevin, did that group show up last Saturday to do the cleanup around the lake?
I was gonna mention that, yeah, the group didn't show up.
Oh, okay.
Who was it?
I don't know.
Oh.
It was a cleanup crew. I don't know who it was. I didn't see anybody out there.
Yeah.
I went around, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nobody out there.
All right, 2021 budget. We're gonna do that on the 20th, so we'll have it done by the 21st.
Yep. And so, oh, go ahead, Kent. Sorry.
That's a- That's all right, Beth. You can go ahead.
I just wanted to ask if we could spend a little bit of money. And that's everybody's favorite topic, especially my husband's. But where did I put my list? We were talking about I don't know if you guys see volleyball night on Wednesday nights, but it is quite the congregation of people. And I wondered if it would be possible that we could put another net out there, like 2 more caissons, so that if we wanted to put a second net up, we could, but it wasn't required. So just a thought. And I was hoping too that we could leave the net up a little bit longer this year, because last year, when I know we take it down at the end of summer and things like that, but we really have a lot of nice 60-degree days throughout the year. And I mean, maybe not year round, but for just a few more months during Indian summer or something, to just leave the net up a little bit longer.
Do you see any problem with
Put
that,
in
Kevin?
sand.
What's that?
Can we put in sand so it doesn't tear up the lawn?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do that, but
Well, with all the, since it is a dog park, how does that work with the dogs peeing and defecating?
I think they all love
in the
it.
sand?
yeah, the dogs come to volleyball too. So, and we always, we sweep the court before all, we play and everything. So we try to make sure there's no surprises, but I thought, it's such a great diversion for people. It's a lot better than sitting at the bar. And, I just think it's kind of a healthy diversion. And, I thought, how difficult would it be to put 2 more caissons in the dirt, just in case we want to put a second court in. And, I think it's something to take up and down.
The 2 that are in there now are bending.
They're what?
They're bent
Oh,
from when they tighten the net or whatnot.
yeah.
Slowly it's pulling both of them inward.
Okay. So I would ask Kevin if that's a pain in the butt. I just,
Brady's really good at digging holes.
Thanks, Dan.
No problem, buddy.
So,
No,
I don't know,
that's a good idea, Beth.
just a thought. The other thing I was wanting to ask is, if I find some links online and I send them to Mary, can we order some more horseshoes? Because I think there's only like 2 down there now, so nobody can really even play. And it'd be great if we could just have, a couple sets of horseshoes down there so people can play horseshoes.
Yeah, totally.
And then we also talked about, I don't know, I'm nervous about access to our shed because of course I don't want some of those kids to pull everything out of there, but we talked a little bit about having like just a couple cornhole games in the shed, or, that we could just set up out there for people to play. I see so many people come to the park and just kind of walk around with nothing to do. And I give them Frisbees so they can at least throw Frisbee or something, while they're there. Cause they're just driving through and they're not packing up, all their recreational stuff. So I just thought, and I know that there's some, I know Kevin will kill me for saying this, but I've seen those new, the concrete cornhole, so they have to be permanently located. But if you put them off to the side, like the horseshoe pit, it might not be as interruptive, I don't know, just, I was thinking about some more activities for people that, stroll through town or the locals. I know the Cornhole League in Idaho Springs got really popular for a while. So just a thought.
I like it.
So,
I don't like the idea of in the shed. I really wouldn't want people to get
Yeah.
in the shed. But
yeah,
if it's outside all the time,
Yeah, you
until
can
they
get
got stolen, I'd be
little
okay with it.
ones, just put them out there by the horseshoes.
Yeah, I was just thinking, if you get the concrete ones, nobody's gonna steal them. Because they weigh like 2,000 pounds, but
Bean bags.
yeah, and then you just,
What do you, instead of bean bags, you use rocks?
yeah. No, Susan's
Who
right.
steals rocks?
Susan's right. We would need some kind of little like basket on the fence or something to hold the bean bags, you know. But I saw some of the parks down in Colorado Springs, they put in like concrete ping pong tables outside and everything. And then you just grab the paddles and the balls and you just play. But just an idea.
That's a great idea. I love it.
But
The one thing that we had in the budget, that we identified in the budget, and I think with the budget going to be hopefully okay. I mean, we'd still have to ask the board regarding it, but we did have fixing the flagstone walk a little bit. And Steve, you had mentioned that you knew of a company that could possibly do that as far as the flagstone walk in City Park, or at least do a portion of it this year. It's going to get kind of late, but
Yeah.
do you think?
I still would like to try to get some of that done.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll write the RFP.
Well, where the flagstone's messed up, they're going to dig that up this fall, I think, and put a tap for us.
Yeah, the water main's going to go in on Taos this fall, but and they'll have the additional water connection to City Park. But there's still a portion of that side that can be done, and we had identified it in the budget. So I don't know what's your thought on that, Steve? I didn't ask you that beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked at it. Well, you probably need some more stone. It'd have to be, pull all the stone out. You'd have to like pull it out, put it next to it, and then put it back. And recut some and get some new ones.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of that and spending money, what are the chances we could get that water source at Worland Park for all the dogs and everything? I get a lot of comments about that. And I don't know, they've got some kind of clever inventions in my Parks magazine that, you know, they're like a motion sensor, you know, and then the water turns on for a second and you can fill up the bowl really quick. I can look around if you guys are interested and just price it out. I mean, we still have to price out the cost of a plumber to install it and everything. But if you guys are supportive of that, I'm happy to do the research as well as the research for the other stuff.
It's coming out of the ground.
It is, but it's just not in the park.
It's next to the park.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned tonight how we should divert it and make like a creek through the park and then back out again. And then the dogs have water and we kind of have a water feature in there already, natural one.
Are you okay with that, Kent?
No, that's well, that could be creative. That could be good.
Make it like a big mud pond in the dog park. The dogs can play in.
No, they love that.
As part of that Taos water project, when it goes forward, we are roughing in water and sewer for a future bathroom at Worland. So
At Worland or City?
City.
One of the two.
Yeah. Okay.
It's right at the corner. I think the room for it is actually at where the old baseball backstop side corner of the Worland Park is.
Yeah. I know that we heard from some parents once upon a time who were wanting it in City Park because they didn't want their kids walking across the street. But I think the traffic is low enough on Taos that they should be able to make it if they run really fast.
What do you think? Would they live in Manhattan? You're gonna get run over by some cab driver? Come on.
Yeah. No, that's cool. So you guys, are you okay if I research a couple of those things and then Kent, I'll run it by you first and see if we can purchase some of that stuff for Worland and So should I just wait on the water feature for Whirlin then? I don't know.
Hey, research it. Find one.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh, Greenway Park. I know we're gonna do a cleanup there. We were talking about the contractors over at the Lakefront Development have a ton of dirt they want to get rid of. And we were trying to see, they said they would load it up for us if we had a dump truck. And we could take it over there by the footbridge and put it down on the trails that go through Greenway Park. So make it nice. And so we could do that as part of our workday. If we have Kent's permission to haul the dirt over there. But the foreman down there at the lake, Scott, he's like, you can have as much dirt as you want and I'll put it in the dump truck for you. So we just need use of a dump truck so we can dump it over there by the footbridge. Was that a yes?
I'm trying to think of how much dirt and how much work it's going to be to spread it out. And, you know,
I could find at least 15 people to move that dirt, no problem.
Yeah, I think we
What's that?
definitely. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I
Brady.
can find at least 15.
Dirt.
I can find 15 people to move all that dirt really easily.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Kent, will you I don't know, give permission to the road and bridge guys to haul the dirt over there for us? Okay, thanks.
it needs to be a coordinated day when it actually happens. So,
Okay.
um,
I think if we do it, just before Saturday, that would be great. So we can make it part of our workday.
when is your work day?
A week from Saturday. So
On the 15th?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
All right. So next time we'll meet on the 20th down at Cabin Creek. See if
Yep.
maybe Craig can reserve 2 picnic tables outside for us.
Awesome.
What time is that? Same time?
Yeah,
6.
6 o'clock. And we could put 2
Roger.
tables together. Or we could maybe we could get the upper, maybe reserve the upper deck.
Blow away.
We'll try that.
Did you want me to come? Do you want minutes?
I don't think we'll need minutes. We're just talking budget, but you can come.
You can come and we'll buy you a beer.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can come. But not Rob. We didn't
But
invite
not
Rob.
Rob's buying car box.
What's Rob's buying? If Rob's buying, he could come.
Awesome.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
So
I'll
moved.
second it.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Thanks, this worked out great.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, everybody.
See you in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Later.
Bye.
Adios.
I hate Zoom.
Such a brat.
You do it? I love you.